Happy Monday, Snohomish County. It is me, your SnoCo gal, and
Me, SnoCo Kid.
here with the 11th episode of our Slice of SnoCo newsletter video. We are out in the sun enjoying it. We've been doing that for the last couple days. Where'd we go? What have we been up to?
Eating burgers, getting ice cream.
Eating burgers, getting ice cream, eating pizza. We've been eating a lot, huh? We've been eating a lot.
Our stomachs are exploding.
Yeah, my stomach does feel like it's going to explode. What else have we been up to?
Getting grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Well, that's more food. What else have we been doing besides eating, silly?
Going to the bird sanctuary.
Yep, we went to the bird sanctuary in Edmonds, and what did we do for the very first time last night?
Kayaking.
We went kayaking right here behind us on Lake Stevens, which we're going to head out and do again as soon as this video is over. So I think we're just going to get right into it because we want to get out on that lake where it's nice and cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get to it. On Monday, we featured self-care guru Janae Fletcher of Mukilteo. She's really good about kind of checking in with yourself and how you're spending your time, how what you're doing makes you feel, and then setting boundaries kind of based on that, which is pretty cool. I went to an event, we actually both did, to an event she hosted a while back at the Sydney Bakery in Mukilteo, which is about putting 10-minute blocks into your day to kind of take care of yourself and check in with yourself. And just plain make time for yourself. It took me a little while to get around to that, but I think our dot journaling that was featured last month in our April's issue has kind of helped me do that a little bit, because I set aside about 10 minutes every morning to draw out my little planner for the day and the checklist of the things I need to check off. It's actually kind of relaxing, even though I'm still technically working. So that's pretty cool. So if you are at all interested kind of in self-care and learning ways to manage your time better, and kind of working towards getting more me time and less everything else time, be sure to check out the article and stop by her website to find out more. Okay, on Tuesday we announced our giveaway winners, which is pretty cool. That's always a fun thing to do, is give away free stuff. So it's too late to talk about those because those have already been won. But we can talk about the ones that are coming up here for May, like the one that just started today, which is our May Q&A question. Anybody can enter. All you have to do is go to our website, the Q&A section, and answer the question, what are you doing to help the environment? And you could have the opportunity to win one of 3 glass straws from drinkingstraws.glass out of Granite Falls. We're doing a feature on them in the May issue. These things are pretty cool. What do you use them for?
For drinking stuff, like when you're at a restaurant, use the glass straw instead of throwing away like a bunch of straws. that you
Yep,
use
so
at
they
regular
are
restaurants.
big promoters of kind of eliminating single-use plastics, and one of the biggest ones that's a problem is plastic straws, because those are used once and thrown away and they're not really recyclable. So having a glass drinking straw, and these, I don't know if you can see it in the sun here, have a cleaning brush inside of them. All theirs come with that. So it's really easy to take. They also have carrying cases that they make that makes this super easy to make a big difference with the environment, but we'll have more on that when the feature comes up. Our other giveaways are obviously our magazine subscriber exclusives. So every month, if you don't know, our subscribers have the chance to win a goodie bag full of all kinds of treats from the current issue, which will be May this time. So in it, they'll have 3 different sizes of these glass drinking straws. We will have some bath and beauty products from Naked Butters and Bars of Lake Stevens, a couple things from her, some bath and beauty products from Up Milk and Honey, which are honey-based ones, from Linwood, and some seeds from the Lunds to Les program, some of these cool wood-etched, or wood-burned, excuse me, markers from Celtic Craze, which is available at Artisans Mercantile in Snohomish. These things are cool. We have them in our garden if you haven't seen that part of our videos yet, and I'm loving them now that we finally get to use them. There's also some pictures for me, some of those panoramic shots from up on top of Whitechuck Mountain. So there's quite a bit in there. And subscribers also have the chance starting this month to win a free ticket to our new meetup experiences, which is pretty awesome. So if you aren't a subscriber yet to the magazine, what are you waiting for? Get over to livethesnocolife.com/subscribe. Sign up. It really, literally, depending on if you get electronic or print, it costs you less than going out to dinner once with your family, and that's a whole year worth of magazines that you get to see everything first. You get a chance to win cool giveaways and get other opportunities that those who don't get it. Okay, Wednesday was all about our Adventure and Escapes and View From Here mashup. We mixed them together this time. Why did we do that? Well, to show off some beautiful waterfalls in Snohomish County and to tell you some of the crazy, silly / dangerous adventures that we had trying to get pictures of those waterfalls. Because when you're a photographer, you do what it takes to get that shot. I've done some pretty crazy things, right? What's been your favorite kind of waterfall that we've kind of chased after?
The one that we always go to, which one it was?
Boulder one, the one with the
Yes.
two. So Boulder River Falls in Arlington is pretty cool. It's along a trail, but you only have to walk like a mile in to get to that specific waterfall. You don't have to go all the way to the end of the trail. And it is these two wonderful waterfalls that just come down off this cliff, and that's actually one of the stories because you have to climb down some sketchy rocks and mud to get down to the Boulder River there, so you can be right at the base of these waterfalls, which is really awesome, right? We've been there in a couple different seasons. I think we went in 3 different seasons, and the waterfall looks different each and every time, right? Which is cool. You remember when it was your favorite, when it has more water or when it has less?
Yeah, when it has more water.
When it has more water? I kind of like when it has less because you can see the rocks coming through. But that's a fun one, but it's hard to climb up and down, especially when we have Everly with us, the dog. She makes climbing up and down things challenging. I think my silliest and probably most dangerous one would have to be Clear Creek Falls, which is on Jumbo Mountain. So this is one where it looks much better now, and I'm not even sure I've used the 2 pictures that I've gotten from them other than the magazine for this issue. But we went when there wasn't a lot of water on it. So this is one where you could walk right through the creek bed and see the bottom part of the waterfall, which wasn't a lot, but up on the mountain you can see more of the waterfall. So I decided to be kind of crazy and climb up there to see it, because there is kind of a makeshift trail to get up there. But in order to get to the rest of the trail, you have to pretty much climb like this pretty much vertical rocks and mud. Oh yeah. I don't know if you know me very well, but I'm not very good at that kind of thing. It scared the crap out of me when I had to climb that. And getting down, I had to slide on my rear end, which wasn't fun. I made it though. Then the joke was on me when there finally actually was more water and stuff like that. It was way too wet and muddy to even make that climb, so I didn't even get to see it. So the silly part was that I climbed it that first time and there was really nothing to see at all. So sometimes you try your best, but you don't succeed. Isn't that what you always tell me? So if you want to go see that, it is up on the Explore section of our website. It's called Chasing Waterfalls, and there's lots of images from the different waterfalls that we have stories to tell about, even some extras thrown in. But we have stories on quite a few of them. So it's kind of interesting to remember those and to read about them. So check them out, guys. Here's some pictures of a couple of them for you. Okay, on Friday, guys, we finally wrapped up the April issue, which means we're on to May. So our final article share from the April issue was none other than Coco Jules of Everett. She is a bath and beauty product maker, and she's a pretty awesome gal. You know her, right?
Mm-hmm.
What have we done with her?
The escape scene.
Yep, she did the escape scene with us in Everett. She was super helpful on that. She's a super smart gal. You got to go to the interview too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You got to hang out with her what?
Cat.
With her cat, yeah.
Cat.
And try not to make it
Furry
grouchy.
cat.
And when she told us all about kind of her business and how she got into it and the different products she makes, which are super cool because they're all natural and good for you, and they're really aimed at making you feel better, not on changing your body, because Julie is a very big believer in body love and loving yourself just the way you are, which I love about her. She also took the time to come with us when we went to Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish, when we talked to the students there about being a local business and about being makers, right?
Mhm.
And she talked to them, which is pretty cool of her to do, to take her time to do that for us. I don't know. We gave away a whole bag of goodies to Sabrina last month of those. I wish I got to keep that. That had lots of cool stuff in it. But I used quite a few of her products. Trying to think, her after shower spritz, I love that. I have some of her scrubs, one of her essential oil rollers. I love because it's really good for pain, and with my fibromyalgia, it's a really cool thing to use, and it does help. So that was pretty much our last share for the April issue, and it's our last share for last week. Okay, so as the sun starts getting warmer and warmer, we are gearing up for our annual anniversary trip to the city that started all of this. So back when we were a directory, we had a hard time finding local businesses, so we decided to start going out to the cities and exploring the streets ourselves, getting on the ground and figuring it out. So where did we go for our first city?
Darrington.
Yeah, we went to Darrington, which is a pretty awesome place. It was a great place for us to start because it not only led to our first blog post about what we did while we were there, but it was also an awesome opportunity to see a city that is thriving, doing well, has great tourism, and amazing people without a single national chain. There's not one national chain there, which is pretty awesome. So what do we do on this annual trip? So where did we go? We went to Clear Creek Candle, which makes candles, soap, and the most amazing bath salt ever that's pretty cheap. Where did we eat at?
Burger Barn.
Burger Barn, which has the Golly Whopper, which we've probably mentioned multiple times now. It's a delicious little drive-in, makes amazing shakes by hand as well. I also remember we ate a cinnamon roll there. I remember we bought one because there was like one left, and then we took it home and ate it ourselves and didn't share with brothers.
Oh, yeah.
That place isn't open anymore, I don't think. It hasn't been. I think there's something new there now. So we can't relive that, but those were some pretty delicious cinnamon rolls. And where else did we happen to go? Where did we have coffee at? Mountain Loop Books and Coffee, which is owned by who?
Tony.
The great and wonderful Tony, who's there almost every single day, all day, serving up amazing coffee. He makes some delicious espresso. He also makes what?
Italian sodas.
The best Italian sodas this kid's ever had. What's your favorite flavor? I think you change every time you go there, right? You always get a different mix of flavors. Is there a favorite?
Oh, that's hard. Probably blue raspberry because I love blue raspberries.
She loves blue raspberry. You usually mix things up, though.
Yeah.
You always usually try to mix them up.
I
different
think
flavors.
one time I had blue raspberry, cherry, and then maybe pineapple.
Pineapple.
I don't remember
She's
anymore.
drinking. She's had so many of their Italian sodas. She doesn't even remember anymore. The cool part is though, Tony was the person that we met there when we got not only our coffee and some stuff to drink, but he actually gave us directions to our last stop when we were in town, which was doing the Old Mine Trail. We, for anything, could not find this place. We got lost going all different directions. I think we even got lost from his directions. Let's just say this, it's a local trail, so it's not a popular one. It's not on a lot of sites. And apparently the road it's on and the road that is mentioned on the city's websites is the original name of the road, not the one that Google recognizes. So we had the most difficult time. I remember when he told us to go to the Shell station and like turn a different direction. We completely forgot the fact that there's not only the Shell station in town, but there was one further down the road before we actually got into the city of Darrington. Yeah, that was the one we were supposed to go to. So even his directions, we still managed to mess that up a little. But he was a great help then, and he's always super friendly when we go to see him, right? We love going there. He's our must stop when we get there in time to be able to do it. And when we're up there camping, we make sure we camp close enough to the Darrington end that we can go in and get Italian sodas and some coffee, right? And what about the trail? Old Mine Trail. What do you get to see up there? Just what the name says, huh? There's an old creepy mine. It's the Sam Graby mine, which is pretty cool. We've been up to it now twice, and now it's going to be our third year. This time we're going up without the dog. because there's a little known trick that we haven't gotten to use yet, was that if you continue hiking a bit past the trail, you can actually get to a waterfall that comes down there off the back of Whitehorse Mountain, which is in Snow Gulch there. And we have yet to get to see it. The first time we didn't really know how to get there, we didn't know about it. The second time we had the dog with us, and some folks with another dog came up, and it just wasn't happening. She wanted to play more than she wanted to go where we wanted to go, so we ended up having to go home. But this time around, we're doing it, and guess who we're taking with us? Who are we taking? Who goes hiking with us?
Paula.
Paula from Vivid Experience Candles. So this is going to be her first trail since her accident, and it's going to be our first trail of the season, maybe, if we don't beat her out to one somewhere else. So that's pretty cool. Stay tuned for that. That was originally going to appear in the June issue, but I think we bumped it back now that it's going to be in July, which is going to be our celebrations issue. So it'll include our anniversary of Live the SnoCo life and this kid's birthday over here. How old are you going to be?
11.
The big 11. Not quite a teen.
A tween.
A tween. She's going to be a tween.
Yay.
I wonder if those are as annoying as teens. Are you going to be one of those? No? You're going to try not to?
Yeah.
She's a good girl most of the time. Half the time. A
Quarter of the time.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
that was a jinx. That's fine.
Okay, well, I think that's all we've got for you this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to go do what?
Kayaking.
It's time to go kayaking. Oh my gosh.
Did I just move the camera?
You hit me, that's for sure. Okay, bye guys. See you next week.